If during the time of slavery, a slave could not save himself, then how can a slave save his family? Right? If a slave couldn't save himself, how could a slave save his family? Now, if my friends and family are descendants of slaves, then how can they save me when they don't even know they are slaves? So see, wouldn't the slave master have to convince my ancestor that they was their property? And wouldn't my ancestors have to accept the fact that they were property if they accept their wives and children being sold? Now just think about what kind of person that would create. How is love the central part of that understanding when you would allow someone to sell your child? Now, here it is that people are telling me to add up the cost of me wanting to be free. But I'm saying, did not Dr. Martin Luther King and Minister Malcolm X and Mr. Huey P. Newton and Mr. Medgar Evers and all of those for whom was sacrificed during the civil rights movement, did they not pay the cost? Because did not America then concede to my ancestors when they wrote the Civil Rights Act of 1964? See what I'm saying? See, but you can pen change, which means you can write the laws that says that the treatment is wrong. But if the slave accepts his slave master's opinion of the law, then the slave master still has mental control over the slave. So now the slave tell their descendants that the law is not a law. See, that's why as I was talking to religious preachers, they told me that the law that I used to emancipate us, the preacher didn't even recognize. But that same preacher was talking to me while he was going to prison ministries. So I was trying to get the preacher to understand that if you don't believe in the laws, then why are you going to talk to a person and give them Jesus when they are illegally incarcerated according to your understanding? Because if you don't believe in the laws, then how did they violate the law that you don't believe in? See, but this is what I'm trying to tell inmates, right? See, you just trying to do time, man. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm trying to do time. But the only difference between the time I'm doing and the time you doing is your warden or your judge is more compassionate than my friends and my family. See, your judge has at least gave you an end date. Either you know that you got life without the possibility of parole, you know that you are going to be lethally injected, so you already know after you exhausted all your appeals, you know when you finna leave him, right? Or if you can come back to the world, he give you a release date, right? But my friends and my family, they just done sold me into slavery for eternity because they can't do nothing to their slave master and they won't let me do nothing to him either. So see, when a slave love his slave master more than freedom, do the slave even want to be free from his slave master? See, that's what Minister Malcolm X was saying, right? When he was saying that when the slave see his master sick, he say, "We sick, boss?" Is that saying that he's sick too because his master's sick? So understand, man, everybody didn't hate their master. Some people love their masters, and ain't nothing wrong with that because I'm off of the racism thing, right? See, I'm not even down with that no more because I have read books to show myself approved. See, I know that it is more black people that keep black people slaves than it is white, right? There is no group of people that's called abolitionists in the black race, right? I read Mr. Frederick Douglass' book, and he was saying that when he jumped on his slave master, it was a black slave that came in and helped the slave master. You see what I'm saying? And that's what my friends and family doing to me. See, they hiding behind ignorance, right? Well, we think you wrong. We think you crazy. You trying to hurt yourself. And I'm saying, did you hear that from me or did you hear that from your slave master? You see what I'm saying? Because your slave master is telling you what your slave master wants you to know. But see, me, I'm telling you what you need to know because I'm trying to free myself from your slave master. See, that's what I kept telling my friends. Like, why are you coming to me with your slave master narrative? Not me. I ain't say nothing. It ain't me. See, that's what I'm saying, right? And I'm saying, well, why won't you help me go to court, right? Why are you keeping me out of the very place where my truth is valuable? But see, you got me out here in the court of public opinion, and in the court of public opinion, they looking at you as if you know what you're talking about because you look like somebody, right? But how do a deceived person look? See, don't nobody know what a deceived person look like until they see the deception. Now, once they see the deception, then they see the deceiver.